Welcome to USL PRO Weekly. My name's Nicholas Murray. Orlando City's Miguel Gallardo has been a standout for the Lions since the club's inception. The 2011 USL PRO Goalkeeper of the Year is having another standout season this summer and has been integral to the club's 15-game undefeated streak to start the season. We caught up with Gallardo this week to discuss his return to form after an injury-hit 2013, the Lions' undefeated run, and their clash with the LA Galaxy 2 this Saturday. Well, Miguel, thank you for joining us on USL PRO Weekly. How are things going with you right now?
Oh, everything is really good. We just came back from a successful away trip, and we're enjoying a nice day off before we get back to work tomorrow.
Well, I mean, it's obviously been a remarkably successful season for you guys. You're still undefeated after 15 games. That set a new club record on Sunday. What did it mean to you, especially as long as you have been part of this team?
Well, to be honest with you, we don't really think about the fact that we've been undefeated that much. For some of us, it could be maybe a superstitious thing. Don't want to jinx it, but obviously it's important. Setting records is important. You always want to make your mark anywhere you play, and so for us to be able to achieve that goal, that record, it was pretty special. But like I said, we try to focus on our everyday training, everyday practice, and then focus on whatever game is at hand. But we don't really think about the potentially losing the undefeated streak. We just focus on every game and then hope for the best result.
You obviously have returned to form a little bit after last season. You had a few injuries. You were in and out of the lineup a little bit. What's it been like to kind of reestablish yourself as the number one between the pipes for the Lions?
Well, it's been really important for me. Like you said, I went through a couple of injuries, one right after the other one. I couldn't really ever reach my 100% physically wise last year. So for me to take a break during the off season and just relax and kind of let my body, get back to its normal state was really important. I'm coming into preseason, working really hard, getting back to where I was the years before. It's been, I think, key for my personal success. So, it's good to know that I'm healthy and that I think I'm playing relatively well and helping my team out get good results and obviously break records.
You guys have obviously played very well in the league so far, as we mentioned, but you guys are also doing very well in the international friendlies that the club is playing. You recently, last Friday, got a 0-0 draw against Sao Paulo. Obviously a great result, but how much fun is it for you guys to play in those games and play against some of the great teams that Orlando's been able to bring in over the last few years?
Yeah, you said it just perfectly. It's fun for us. We understand that a lot of people wish that they could be in our shoes, and we understand that a lot of players wish that they could play against teams and players like the ones that we played against. So for us, we just enjoy it. We understand that we are playing against world quality type of players, but for us, we know that it's an opportunity that nobody gets, that not a lot of people get. And so for us, we just enjoy it. Try to play the best way that we can, differently than the league. We play without pressure. If we get beat, everybody's sort of expecting it, and so we go out there and we just enjoy. That's what we love to do. We just like to play the best that we can, show the fans that we can play at a high level, and I think that's been the key to the success of the scores when we played against all these top teams.
Now, you've had a couple of new additions to the back line this season in Brad Russin and particularly Tommy Redding, who's kind of stepped in and done a very nice job, it seems, in the games that he's played. What's it like to see a kid like that coming into the lineup and succeeding at such a young age?
Oh man, it's really nice. Watching Tommy just get better and better every game that he's played. We didn't see a lot of him in the preseason because he was carrying a couple of injuries. So I didn't really know Tommy until he got better a month or 2 months into the season. And then obviously Rob Valentino had an injury, and then Justin Clark had another injury, so he had to come in and play. And to be completely honest, I was surprised at how good Tommy is. He's a great addition to the team. I think he's going to develop into a phenomenal player in the future. And right now that he's getting to play, learning from, like you said, from Rad Wrestling, who's got a lot of experience, really good himself. I think that Tommy's a smart boy as well, and if he takes, if he learns from Brad, from Rob, from all the defenders that are around him, he's going to become a really good, solid player for Orlando City in the MLS and potentially for the U.S. national team.
Now, obviously, a lot of attention has been focused on Kevin Molino and the great season that he's having. But a guy that's really stood out to me over the past month or so has been Adamu Mbengwe. And he's come in, he seems to really be providing great energy in the centre of midfield, and he's stepping up and scoring goals as well. For a guy that you've seen progress over the last couple of years, what's it like to see him finally flower, as it were?
Well, I've known Adama since he came to the country 3 years ago, and it's no surprise, there's no secret to anybody that he's a very talented kid. He's very fast, technically he's really sound, got a phenomenal left foot, and it's just a matter of him feeling comfortable, having the confidence to go out there and do what he knows how to do. It's a matter of having the right mentality, approaching the game with the right mentality, because we all know that the moment you drop your level a little bit, you just become an average player, and I think that's the problem with a lot of soccer players in general. When you bring 100% of your game, you can do things really well, but when you drop it a little bit, then you become an average player, and that's one of the things that you learn as you get older, as you get more experience, and I think that's what's happening with Adama. I think he's becoming more mature. He's realizing that every game is an opportunity to become better. And he's playing with more confidence now, and that allows him to really show his talent. Like I said, he's a fantastic dribbler. He's got great vision for the game. He's a phenomenal left foot, really good technically. So I think he's going to become a really interesting player in the future as well.
Now, you guys have a big game coming up this Saturday night. The LA Galaxy 2 coming into town, first against third in the league standings. Are the guys looking forward to this game and kind of giving the opportunity to face the Galaxy 2 for the first time?
Yes, we're all looking forward to this game. We understand that the LA Galaxy is one of the best teams in the league, and the numbers have shown, and we've seen some of the games on video, and they have really good quality players. So we're really looking forward to it. We understand that it's going to be a challenge, but to be fair, this league is very competitive. I think even if you go back to the teams that are in last place right now, those are teams that are very competitive. Unfortunately, for some of them, they haven't gotten the results that they've deserved. But you look at teams like Pittsburgh, that's probably at the bottom of the league. But I rate Pittsburgh really high. They have really good players. They're a really good quality team. So that speaks volumes of the league. That tells you that the league is very competitive, really good teams, really good individuals. And, this coming Saturday is going to be no exception. LA Galaxy is coming to try to break our winning streak. And, we're going to do the best that we can to keep it going. So we're really looking forward to that game.
With the streak that you guys are on, with obviously being the defending champions from last year and winners of 2 out of the last 3 seasons, would it be disappointing if you didn't close out the USL Pro era of Orlando City with another title at the end of the year?
I think it would be. I think it would be because, one of the things that I think sets this club apart from everybody else is we always defy the expectations. We defied the expectation when we came to Orlando for the first time, but now it's kind of switched a little bit. Now people expect us to win every game, to win the league, and so that does bring a little bit of pressure to us as a team and as individuals as well. I think that we have every tool. I think we have the right players. We have the right chemistry in the team to be able to win the league again. And so I personally feel that if we don't win it, it would be a disappointment. But like I said, it's easier said than done. It's a tough. Like I said, it's a very tough league. It's very competitive teams. We still have 2 or 3 really difficult away games that we're really looking forward to. So it's going to be very difficult, but I think that if we approach every game with the importance it deserves, I think we have a really good opportunity here to win the championship again.
Well, Miguel, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We really appreciate it. Best of luck on Saturday against the Galaxy 2 and for the rest of the season.
Oh, thank you guys very much for taking the time, okay? And I'm here to serve you guys.
Gallardo and league leaders Orlando City host the third-place LA Galaxy 2 in a top-of-the-table clash this Saturday at ESPN's Wide World of Sports complex. You can watch all of the action live on YouTube, and make sure to follow USL Pro on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and Instagram for live updates and news from around the league.